Hey guys, I'm UnfilteredCC. Welcome to my channel. So today I'm sharing with you my story of how I got started doing motivational speaking. I feel like motivational speaking chooses you, right? When I listen to so many motivational speakers, they always say that they were kind of like the gift kind of chooses you. I don't know how that. Anywho, so I was asked to speak at a graduation. My first speech was about 800 to 900 people, right? And here's the thing with me. I know a lot of people say that they were nervous about public. I've never been nervous about public speaking. Even as a child, I was kind of I was a speaker. Whether you wanted me to be a speaker or not, that was me. Like, I was a speaker. So I was just like, okay, that's cool. So at the time, I just spoke from my heart. I think I wrote about 2 paragraphs. I know I only had about 10 minutes to speak. And I just spoke about my experience, just on my level up and me just grinding. A lot of the stories that I share right here, on my channel and on social media, right? You can check out a keynote speech that I did in 2018, but just keep in mind when you watch that speech that I had a lot going on. My dad had just passed away 24 hours and not even 48 hours before I had to do that speech, but yet we moved forward. So yeah, I did my speech. I got on stage, it's so funny because everybody on the stage had like a doctorate degree and they were all, at the time, I had little to no education, but I had confidence, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was just like, okay, well, I'm getting ready to just give my little speech. That's what I thought about it. At that time, that was about 10 years plus. I didn't know that I was going to do motivational speaking. I was just like, oh, okay, I'm just going to speak this, this one time. But from there on the level up, I told God when I was working, grinding, if you know my grind, I was working 2 to 3 jobs, being a single parent, trying to get multiple degrees, trying to buy a house, trying to put my son through private school. And what I saw a need when I was in community college, right? I saw the need. I would be at class at night so tired. And a lot of times people would be like, oh, they're lazy. No, I'm not lazy. It's just that I was working endlessly, okay? So here's the thing. I told God, I said, hey, the day that I graduate, I'm going to come back and I'm going to give back. And my heart and my passion became community college students, first generational college students, single moms trying to level up, trying to get their education. So yeah, the past year, I just been focusing on working with getting coaching, just, being around the greats, getting in the room with the greats, people that are already dominating in the field of motivational speaking, and narrowing down my niche, right? So I'm thankful and grateful for the people that, and I'm always shouting somebody out. But yeah, I'm just grateful that I've learned how to narrow down my niche. So I just want to say, it's words of wisdom. Don't be afraid to narrow down your niche, right? I used to say, oh, well, if I narrow down my niche, then people gonna think that I only service one kind of person. I only work with college students. Well, yeah, I specialize. That's my focus. That is my, my specialty. But at the same time, when I make these videos, other people, just like yesterday, this guy named Marcus, he was like, I'm subscribed to your channel. I'm subscribed to your channel. So anywho, other people still gravitate. They'll still gravitate. Just stay in your element, stay true to yourself, stay true to your brand, and the right people will come. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not really trying to reach everybody, but I am trying to reach my audience. And if you are my audience, but any ways that I motivate, I'm not gonna limit, but I do know my audience. I already made videos about knowing your audience. How do I know my audience? Because I used to be my audience, okay? Matter of fact, go check out my video titled, I Used to Be You. I got several videos. Go check out my Grit, Grind, and Greatness. Go check out my Set the Standard. Go check out how to level up from ground zero. The videos are up. They are up on, so definitely check them out, YouTube. Like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to share. #UnfilteredCC. So from there, every semester in the afternoons on my spare time, I would go and I would give talks to the college students. I would say, hey, I remember I was sitting right here at my local, it was Pitt Community College, okay, at the time. So I would sit and I would say, hey, I remember I was right where you were. I know that you're on your grind. I want to just give you guys some tips on how you can get your GPA up, how you can transfer to a four-year university, how you can keep going from there, how you could do personal development, and all, giving them all my tips so how they can level up. So after that, after I spoke at one college, I was like, you know what? I want to reach colleges. I want to reach so I start reaching out to other colleges, and I start doing other speech at Wake Tech and other places, right? So that's pretty much, in a nutshell, how my motivational speaking journey, turned into, what it is today. So it was around I want to say 2015-ish, around 2015 that I really was like, I knew that I was, doing personal development. I knew that I was speaking and giving back, but it really became very clear. This is what I've been put on this earth to do. You get what I'm saying? 2015, and then 2018 was all the confirmation that I needed. So anywho, I said this has been my story of motive. It's something that I'm truly passionate about. That's why I make these videos, to help single moms navigate college, level up from ground zero. So I think I said this earlier, but if you watch my keynote speech, the one I did a few years ago, just keep in mind that right before 48 hours before I had to give that speech, my stepdad had passed away. So it could have been a lot better, I would say, but nevertheless, I moved forward and still gave the speech. And so then, being prior to the pandemic and after post-pandemic, I've had to rebuild from ground zero. So that's pretty much what I'm doing. Literally, I had to rebuild everything, new residents, everything. I had to rebuild from ground zero. So when I talk to you, when I tell you about things, it's from firsthand experience. I don't talk about what I think. I talk about what I know for sure and what I have already walked out and what I have already experienced firsthand.